bit of lunch. Well, it's the 11th of April, so the raw is well underway, and I've snuck back up to a spot I came in here last raw, and me and knocked over a good stag each, so I've come back in, but I've come a different way. Last time I walked on the ridge, and I mean this time I was like, bugger that, I don't want to walk on that ridge, so I've just walked up this riverbed for probably 10k. She's been not that fun, but not that bad. And now I'm going to shoot up the spur, get up into the tops a bit, and hopefully find a big roaring stag. There's a stag we saw last year who I've nicknamed Bruce, and he was a big one. So hopefully we can run into Bruce again. But if not, I'm sure we'll find something. Plenty of deer. I spooked one on the way in. There's been footprints everywhere, so yeah, should be a good trip. But I got 3 days of food, but I'm planning on being in here for a night. But we'll see. It might be 2 nights. Just filled up the water bottles. I'm going to lose a fair bit of gravy getting up this hill, and there's no water on the top, so that's all my cooking water, and that's my drinking water. Well, I'm probably going to get into that for drinking too. Hopefully I can find a creek. It's been not too bad going. Good thing about loads of deer in there is they make some really good paths, but she's bloody steep and starting to warm up a bit. These wasps are a bit of a pain in the ass. Trying not to stand on any nests, but yeah, good day to be wearing trousers. She's got a lot tighter since I said it was all easy going. Been a bit of a scrub bash, but definitely some deer around. Just found this deadhead, which is pretty neat. And also just spooked a hind about probably 3 meters away, which scared the shit out of me. But almost at the top. She's pretty outgoing, and these wasps are scary. Wow, that was pretty exciting. I was just coming up the final bit of the ridge, and a spiker that was like 5 meters away ran off, and I went meh, and he stopped, and then I went meh, and he came right into me, and like was looking right at me, trying to figure out what it was. But coming out into the tops now, and I can hear stags roaring, so we're in the right spot. Just gotta find one now, finally count the spot. But yeah, hard bit's over. Definitely some deer around here. Nice little casty. I've made it to camp spot / glassing spot. I lost a lot of sweat getting up that hill. It was bloody hard work. And I actually spotted a real good stag. Like, he was like a big 10 or a 12 chasing a young 8. He was big. I was like, oh, probably should shoot him, but by the time I had fought that, he was gone into the bush. But in terms of campsite, it may look like there should be plenty of good campsites based on all this tussock, but there's not much. So I've lain down here, and that's reasonably flat. Someone's going to chuck a tent up there, and got a bit of shelter from these trees. I always find it quite interesting though, when you get to camp and you unpack your bag and you're like, oh, that's why it was heavy. I forgot about the water. These full gas canisters weigh way more than they look like they should. And I got a lot of very heavy food, but should be good. Gonna set the camp up, probably have a brew, bit of coffee, never hurt anybody, and then go perch over there and find a big stag for this evening. But yeah, beautiful. It is by no means my fanciest campsite, but she's a bit lumpy, as you can see, but there's a little gap where I can lie in the flat bit, and campsite is a campsite. I'll take what I can get, but yeah, pretty stoked. It's honestly so bloody nice to just sit in the wilderness with a cup of coffee and listen. Like, the amount of birds here is crazy. I've heard bellbirds and tooies and silver eyes, and it's just brilliant. And I love the lack of noise. There's something special about no noise. You don't get that much. But yeah, just having my coffee and probably start going for a glass at like 2 o'clock. I haven't heard any noise and it's still pretty hot, so I'll go find a good spot to sit and then just a waiting game. I reckon we're going to get into a big stag tonight, or at least see one, or just, they'll be deer. A hind's just walked out of the bush, just down there. I'm in a bit of a sniper spot here, so I'm just going to park up and wait, because at this time of year, if there's a hind, there's a good chance it could be a stag. Gee, she's a big old hind too. Wouldn't want to carry her out. If she's a big hind, then there must be a big stag to go with her. King and queen of the valley. It's about 2:30 now, and I spotted about 6 hinds down in this gully below me. It's one of the smaller gullies I can look at, but they're all massive hinds. I reckon there's probably a stag a bit further down in the bush, but I think because it's still early, I'm going to pop over, check out the other big basin, see if I can find anything there, and if nothing there I'll come back. But it's a pretty epic spot. Got the camera set up on them. How good. In the centre of the screen there's a dark deer. Just below it is another deer. I think they're both hinds, but it's pretty promising because that other hind's just down there. So it might be that there's 3 hinds all in this area. So surely there's a stag in there somewhere. Wee little spiker. But they're starting to roar on the other side of the valley now. Well, it's been a hell of an evening. I've been running up and down this range all afternoon, all evening, looking down every gully, trying to find the stags. I can hear them, and then I'm just trying to spot them. But seen a lot of deer, seen probably 30 hinds. All of them seem to be massive hinds too. Don't want to carry them out. And about 8 stags, 2 real rippers, 1 pretty good one, and the rest were like young fellas. But just broke the cardinal sin of hunting. Went for a walk without my gun. Walked just like 20 metres from camp, looked down the gully. Massive stag. Biggest stag I've seen for the trip. Probably the biggest stag I've ever seen in my life. Ran back, grabbed the gun, ran back down, snuck to a point where I could shoot from. Came over the lip, gone. Either it walked off or it spooked, I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm too tired to carry on hunting, and it's just about to get dark anyway, so. Back at camp, got some Beehive mints and some Beehive mash. That's quite a lot actually. I reckon I'll be pretty full. And then I'm gonna hit the hay. I'll be up super early tomorrow. Gonna go back to my original spot, sit there for a bit, and if nothing happens, I'll walk out. I mean, that's hunting, but it's been a good trip. I'm just absolutely rooted and a bit upset about my stag. Wow. I was just about to go to sleep, and a stag walked right up to the tent, probably like 5 meters away, and started going murr, 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 and was getting pretty riled up, and I was yelling at it to bugger off, and it seemed to think I was roaring back, so it started going brr, brr. Anyway, I was pretty scared it was going to trample me, but it kindly left. So that was kind of interesting. But yeah, hopefully I can go to sleep now. Well, made it through the night, and stags were roaring pretty hard last night, so hopefully we can find one this morning to get on the deck. But yes, it was a pretty long night. It was pretty windy, and it was pretty uncomfortable. Bruh. I got him. He's down. Oh my god. The aftermath. Well, that was insane. I've just spent the last hour and a half looking for this big fella. Turns out I was looking on completely the wrong slip, but what an absolutely beautiful stag. Real cool curve on his antlers. He's just an 8, but he's a beautiful 8, and coronet scratch quite low, so he might be quite a mature animal, but big old body on him. Oh, I'm so over the moon, so stoked. I thought it was going to be complete failure. I woke up this morning and I sat out in a clearing for 2 hours looking over heaps of good country and didn't see a single stag or deer. Was like, oh, it's over. It's been pissing it down all morning, so I packed up the camp in the rain and started walking back. Sure enough, looked down into a bit of bush and saw a bit of red and was like, oh, surely that's a stag. Anyway, got set up, couldn't see its head for ages, and then finally its head popped out the scrub and I missed first shot. Smoked, I think I hit it on the second and the third. I don't think my shots were anything to write home about, but dropped it on the spot and I was just looking in the wrong part, but absolutely stoked. Public land, red stag in the raw, on a solo trip. Doesn't really get much better than that. I've worked bloody hard for this. What a hunt. It's always nice to have these moments when you've shot the deer and you've got up to it, to just sit and enjoy it. There's no rush. You've done all the hard work. Well, apart from carrying it out. I'm so happy with the stag. Thank you very much, mate. He may not be the longest, but he's a beautiful stag in my eyes. And I love the curve on him. And I'm gonna whip the back six off and some back leg meat. I don't want to carry too much. It's a hell of a long walk, and our freezer's actually quite full. So I'll take what I can, and we'll get out of here. This rain's bloody relentless. But what a trip. I think it's my first successful solo hunt. And yeah, what a trip. Last night, the stags roaring around the camp. I think these are well deserved. I made it up the hill. I only came from just down there, but bloody hell, it was a mission and a half. So these are gonna help keep me going, and this is the last of my water before I get to the valley floor. There's one issue with hunting on the ridges, but when I get to the valley, coffee, porridge, probably a swim, beautiful. Made it to the creek. Oh, so bloody good. What I just went through was a nightmare. Bush bashing is hard normally, but when you've got a stag head on the back, it's way harder. My pack's so heavy and uneven, I just fall over every 5 minutes. But hard bit's over. Now I just got to walk like 4 hours down the creek. But gonna have a brew, gonna have some food, drink a couple litres of water, and it should be good. Coffee is deleted. I've got the pack loaded up again. She's pretty bloody full, and I'm not really sure how to strap this stag head on, so she's a bit uneven, but hey ho. Now I've just got to finish this creek. How is that for a treasure? Whew. Oh, that's sick. Oh. It's been bloody hard going down this creek. I've been tripping over, all the rocks are bloody slippy, but oh, that's bloody cool. Well, we're making progress, but it's bloody slow. It just keeps going forever. This wet has made these rocks super slippy, but that's alright. I've just been wading when I can, and it's only like just below waist height, which is pretty good. I'm making progress. I'm like over halfway, but I'm bloody knackered. My bag weighs a ton, and I think I've pulled something on the hip. And my boots have got like zero tread. Like, it's starting to just go flat. So I've been slipping over like a bastard, but hey ho. Pretty stoked. It's been a wicked hunt, and it's a beautiful river to be walking down. That is probably the 6th cassia I found on this trip. It's another bloody ripper. It's pretty cool. I just made it back to the van. That was a bloody hell of a walk. Hell of a weekend. For an overnighter, I did probably 13 or 14 hours of walking. Almost all of it was up the riverbed, so yeah, explored some new country, found a new way into a block, and at the end of the day I got the stag that I went in for. Not the one, but a stag, which is bloody good. And it was a great trip, always nice to be in the hills. And now I can go home and chill out. Nothing like being in the hills to make you want to go home. God, it's good. Can't wait for a shower. But yeah, anyway, cheers for watching.